under the shoulder, and it depends on during the week we went over a couple of different types of chokes, different types of controls depending upon what my opponent gives me. So here, I won't review everything we did on Wednesday, going for chokes here, but you guys get it, right? So in this case, if my opponent gives me nothing but a frame, they're framing a lot, and it's really, this takes away, especially as they start to turn into me, takes a lot of my side control away. This is what I do a lot from the bottom. I want to make you uncomfortable. Put this in your throat, put it in your chin. So one of the ways you can deal with this is just to simply go palm up and smash on this hand. And you put a lot of pressure on this hand. After a while, it gets a little uncomfortable for your opponent. It starts to hurt, right? It's hurting the wrist, hurting the forearm. So generally they start to want to get it out, start getting it out. That gives you this opportunity to get fingers in on that collar. So from here, the only thing I'm concerned with now is this backside arm. And if I feel it's in the way, I can come, head down, and I got my choke. So again, I'm just giving you an option to deal with what your opponent's giving you. They give you this, go in a different direction. If they're doing a lot of framing, you can, and I'm putting a lot of weight on that forearm. If it stays and the collar's there, I can still go in and get my collar right here. Then all I got to do is deal with this backside arm. If I can just go through it, I'll go through it. There's my choke. If I feel I need to step over, and back to my choke. Same thing again. So this just palm down or palm up. Controlling, looking to clear, right here, stepping through. All right, you guys want to try that?
Can I see one more time?
Sure.
All the way through, like what we're drilling.
Sure. Well, it's just like I was saying, it's really what your opponent's giving you. Now I wanted to give you an option for if they're framing really good.
So maybe our opponent or like your
Yeah, you know.
might do different things.
Yeah. So in this case, my opponent's really framing, give me a real hard time. Maybe not so high, but I'm down here. I can go palm up.
Is that like a wrist lock then right there?
No, I can still kind of move it pretty easily.
No, like when you're like clearing it and it's sorry.
Here.
There.
Yeah, I guess if his wrist stays, you know, if you feel it's there, get it. But really all I'm attempting to do right now is just plant his wrist. And I'm putting my forearm on top of his forearm. I'm trying to make it painful for him. Trying to make him want to get that arm out of there. As he wants to get it out, I dig for my choke. And now you can see I got my baseball. I'm just stepping through, head down, and sprawling.
Thank you so much.
All right, let's give it a shot. 1, 2, 3. We'll tap on that a little bit right now. But from this is my good side control position. I'm here, my opponent's framing. All I'm looking to do is put some weight on that wrist. Soon as I make them a little uncomfortable, they start to pop out, I'm diving. Now I'm separating right now, but I really shouldn't be. I should be really getting in here with as little separation as possible. Then the only other thing that I have to deal with is this arm. And if I can just simply move across, then I'm all right. But if that arm starts to be in the way, I may need to step through it. And notice how I'm coming all the way to the other side. You may get it here, but in some cases you may need to come all the way over here. All right. All right. So I think I've covered this before. If you feel like we need to move on, let me know. But I want to talk about attacking this arm as well from side control. So we got good side control position. I'm looking to, I got Americana, I got Kimura, and I got a straight arm lock from here. So if I start getting a little high, get my head in here, I drive this down, I have my Americana, or I can even lock here. Here, so I get my key lock, I pop over, boom. And then just a detail on this. A lot of people think that this is the finish. You might get a little bit of the finish there, but the real detail is just to suck it into you. Just, that's all I'm doing, is I'm bringing his arm into my chest, and then I'm just slowly taking it to his hip. A lot of people call this painting. You know, you're just painting your name over Hector, and you know, but and then another detail is my wrist. This, this. It just makes it super tight. And then all I do is I'm not doing this. You know, look at he can get in here for a minute. All I'm doing is sucking it up, and then I'm using my upper body, not my arms, my upper body, to take it to his hip. Here. Boom. He doesn't like that, so he starts to straighten out his arm. I follow it right onto my elbow notch right here. And I'm trying to create this fulcrum right with his elbow notch. And at this point, I'm isolating the arm. So I'm not concerned about his chest anymore. In here, I want to be bringing chest to chest. I want a good side control position, but as he walks it out, I'll follow it. And at this point, he's not gonna go nowhere back there. I know that I got his thumb facing up. I can manipulate it. And then all it is right here. I can use my head, and I gotta finish right there. So he don't like that, so he starts to relieve the other way. I regain my base. I go over under, or under over, and I go back to my Kimura. Get in here again, tight, and then all I'm doing is a barrel roll. In some cases, you may need to step over and do that for somebody a little bit more flexible. Then he don't like that, so he goes to straighten out that arm again, and I got my fulcrum again. Head down, straight arm lock. He don't like that. Under over, controlling with my head, sucking in for my Americana again. All right, you don't like that? This is the drill right here. And now, you don't like that. Over under. Notice I'm using my head too. We forget that we have this extra appendage right here, another way of blocking or controlling. So use your head in cases to reset, then simply roll. Remember, this is a roll. And it should be a barrel roll. Count to 10.
Me?
Go ahead.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You see that? It's rolling pressure. And in some cases, that'll finish you before the arm finishes you. Any questions? I'll give it a shot. Try to drill that a little bit. Opponents, kind of give them the different looks, and let's see if we can just clean those finishes up. Ready? For whatever reason, I plant this, and I got my nice little Americana right here. Look at all he's got to do. Go ahead.
Is I'm gonna bring my feet up to my butt as far as I can. C-clamp the armpit. Bridge. I'm coming over.
And the original defense, is to go back and get your arm. Well, Go back and get your arm. They'll, yeah, go back, get his arm, and fight for it to come back, stuff like that. But that's nastier. But his roll is much easier, more effective. As soon as I'm going, yeah. I'm sorry, I have no choice to roll out of it. That's an effective defense for the Americana attack.
Really?
If I'm in the straight arm lock, I'm out here, it's really not there. At this point, I'm already finishing.
I'm helping him tighten it.
Yeah, I'm planning it. If it's in the Kimura, it's not there. I'm just gonna start sprawling, and I'm just gonna tighten up and roll. All right? But for the Americana, that'll shut it down every time. It's my number one defense. If anybody tries to take my arm, I just push them. All right? Any questions? All right, let's get our mouthpieces. We'll roll. 1, 2, 3.